Hello, everyone. Today is May 11, 2025, and it's Mother's Day here in Finland, or as feminists and gender philosophers may call it, Parent Day. I'm not sure they would, but the way they talk uh, about stuff makes it makes that a reasonable conclusion. So, since I posted my last video, I have been active in commenting on stuff on TikTok, Facebook. I think these are the two main channels, and a little bit on X actually. But X is more a channel to exchange information between researchers. So we don't debate so much. The point made here is that uh, I think I have received a lot of aggression from people who seem not to accept other people's opinions. They have also expressed a lot of hatred and racism, actually. And why do I say that? Well, because from feminists, for example, and gender philosophers, uh, they argue that there's something wrong with being a man, and whiteness is wrong. Whiteness, I think they mean pale people, people with a limited amount of melanin. Subcutaneous. It means under your skin you don't have so much. I forgot the word in English. Um, Stuff that makes your skin brownish. Uh, and I may not agree with that so much. I also encounter today actually a lot of hatred towards the US 47th elected president, Donald Trump. And why is this happening? Well, I'd like to bring a focus on two words, actually, which sounds very similar to one another. And one of them is cortisol, and the other is cholesterol. Cortisol and cholesterol. So cortisol is a stress hormone that wakes you up in the morning. That means you need to have cholesterol in your system to function. But too much cholesterol is not good either, because it blocks the hippocampi. Now, hippocampi is plural for hippocampus. You have one in each hemisphere of the brain, and it's sort of a knowledge administrator. So when you can reason, when you can use instrumental and epistemic rational thinking, you can activate your executive function and goal-oriented thinking. Hippocampi are working hard. But with elevated levels of cortisol, the hippocampi are blocked. And instead of that, the amygdala, there's also one in each hemisphere, are activated. And amygdala is not the fear center, it's the emotion center that triggers fight-flight mode. So flight-fight mode means you either run away or you pick a fight with someone. When we lived on the savannah, not us, but our ancestors, this was a very, very good function which kept us alive. But in a modern society, not so much. I believe that, of course, from my research, that early upbringing plays a huge role uh, in unpacking, adjusting, and develop executive functions, um, to make possible instrumental and epistemic rational thinking, but also malnutrition. So it's known that our species, through evolution, has adjusted to a animal source diet, and that means that our brain, for example, needs animal fat, saturated animal fat to produce myelin. And myelin is a white substance. It's a fat, I think, too, that make communication between nerve cells possible. You can understand that. So in that saturated fat, you have cholesterol, the stuff that sounds like cortisol. But cholesterol is a fat that we need to survive. And the brain is partly made up of cholesterol. I think it's like 30% or more. And you can actually do what I do. You can eat stuff that contains cholesterol, like saturated fats and egg yolk, and then you spend time in the sun. Because the interaction between the sun and cholesterol result in vitamin D, which is also very, very important for health. Now, vitamin D is not any specific vitamin, but vitamin D should be considered D complex. There are many different vitamin Ds, and you need them all. So you can't choose anyone. Consider that. So for everyone who hate whiteness, who hate men, or have a condescending view on whiteness and men, and who dislike or hate the elected president of the United States, Donald Trump, I think you should consider your upbringing. There's nothing you can do about it, but if you improve your understanding that maybe you suffer from complex childhood trauma, there are steps you can take to sort of mitigate the sad result of that. Second, consider your diet. If you're for political or ideological reasons have chosen, any certain diet, maybe you should reconsider that option, do some investigation into nutrition, what it means, and stuff like that. See you next time.